Good morning, everybody. Welcome to USA Basketball Recap. Join us over. We got Cardo W. Jr. here. We got Raymond Lyons. Hi, Wilson Carpe Jr. And look, man, first game for the U.S. Women's. You're going to be seeing us a lot around this time in the morning this week. The women's and the men's play several games. About this hour, game should be completed. But it was a tight game. USA was able to hold off Nigeria 81-72. USA post players, we know that was the strength of their team. They imposed their will in this game to change it. And then for Nigeria, we saw a little bit in exhibition about, in terms of their style that they want to play. And just like the men's side, they are more than well on their way. If in the future or come next Olympics, they're allowed to have some of the a couple of the players that weren't allowed on the floor this time. They're even more tougher. But as far as today, I'll let you guys get into it. Ray, we'll start with you.
Yeah, you immediately touched on the post play. I think that was the difference in the game. With that advantage down there, it just allows you a lot more wiggle room. More than likely they'll be able to control the boards and get easy baskets. So, and I think that was key for them. And the Nigerians, they pushed the tempo. They applied a lot of pressure. They came out and they punched first. And USA, they weathered the storm and they responded. But yeah, this was just a battle of wills, and USA came out on top. I think they're with a lot of the new faces, and just probably not used to to being in this environment. The way that Nigeria started the game, they might have been a little shell shocked. They that full court pressure, off rip was it's tough to deal with. But USA took it, they settled down, and once they kind of got into a groove, they were able to execute a little better. But definitely a nice tight back and forth game. Yeah, like you said, if if Nigeria has a couple of those pieces that they were planning on, it is who knows how this shakes out. But yeah, USA they got the win. And they just went to their strengths, and that's something that we've seen on the men's side them struggle with. We talked about their first game the other day. They started off in control, but weren't able to maintain it. The women on the other hand, they were able to seize control of the game and did not relinquish it. But the style that Nigeria played, it's tough to deal with. They forced a lot of turnovers. They sped up the game. They they tried to make USA do a lot of things they didn't want to do. But it's a good tough win. Against a good team. They kind of took it to them in exhibition play. But I'm sure Nigeria had that fresh on their mind, and it came out like it. But yeah, man, good win, good way to start things off for the U.S. women.
All right, Cardo.
Yeah, USA did what they were supposed to do. Sue Bird to me dominated, and she didn't even score a point. 13 assists, 4 rebounds and 2 turnovers. It's just efficient point guard play. Outside of the fact she was 0 for 6, but they didn't really need her because of the post play. Asia and Griner pretty much will have a mismatch most of these games. You know what I mean? Especially with situation with Cambodge or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they dominated the same way they did in the exhibition when they played. Obviously, Nigeria adapted. They added a few more wrinkles to the mix, to try to get this win. Threw USA off course a little bit in the first quarter, but once they figured out, got in the flow, it was just a wrap. Asia 19-13. I know Griner had 13-10. The 7 turnovers, she got to be more careful with the ball, passing out of doubles, and she had 7 turnovers herself, and I think the team had 25 in total. That's just nasty. You can't have that many turnovers, man, and that's the only reason why Nigeria stayed in the game. They took care of the ball. It's a beat down, and you playing the younger, on the team, the Ariel and the Fees. You playing them in the fourth. So that's just something they got to clean up, man. And I just feel like also Nigeria also the adjustment that they made when they threw doubles at USA Bigs when they got the rebound, they didn't just run back. They actually went to the bigs and tried to double and block their vision. Deny the outlets to Sue Bird. It threw USA off in the first, man. They couldn't get out and run. And by jamming them up, like I said, that's when Griner had a few turnovers and it forced Sue to have to come up even further up to make sure she give them a direct line to get the ball, and that allowed Nigeria to get back. And now you up against the shot clock, so to speak. So that was actually a smart. I like the adjustment that he made from the exhibition. But like I said, once USA adjusted, it was a wrap. Rebounding, it was tied at 15 at the first after the first. Then obviously USA had their way on the boards. 61-41. Nigeria, I like the fact that that it was Spurs where they were down big, they didn't quit, they kept fighting, and they actually had I wouldn't say they had a chance to win. They actually made it a game in the fourth, and one of the big reasons was because they got to the free throw line. They weren't intimidated by USA's size. They drove, they attacked them, and they were 20-24. That's something USA also will have to clean up moving forward. Because when they play more experienced teams, they can use that to their advantage. They have to be able to defend without fouling, and setting them for easy points at the free throw line. Especially if you get Adrian Griner in foul trouble. I know they have Sylvia and Tina come off the bench, but that could be dangerous against teams that have a lot of size. You know what I mean? And like I said, USA when they turned up their intensity in the second quarter, they got on ran more. They obviously kept feeding Griner Asia. It blew the game open the second quarter, and they never looked back. All in all, USA handled business.
Yeah, I think you guys pretty much touched on everything. I think the biggest thing that jumped out to me, we already knew about the strength of their front court, which is what they're going to ride throughout this. I thought the bigs had a great night, period. But in the second quarter, when you guys talked about when they started to kind of pose their will and they started settling on defense, the U.S. did, and stopped turning the ball over for a little bit. I felt like the bigs did a way better job of helping the guards out because Kalu and Amukamara were getting by the defenders off the bounce quite easily. I was really impressed by Asia defending in space all game long. It wasn't just her. All the bigs did a really good job tonight, but 25 turnovers, like you guys said, is ridiculous. Need to cut that down. It is one game. Expect them to continue to get better going forward. Double check to see who they play next. So again, very busy week. They play Japan on Friday morning, the women do. And obviously they have a massive, even more of a size advantage against Japan. But Japan's going to be able to spread them out, and Japan can shoot. So it'll be fun. And again, we're going to get back to this whole thing, just taking care of the ball, like Cardell said. Ideally, you took care of the ball tonight. A lot of the youngsters would have been getting valuable minutes where, I don't think we saw Ariel until very, very late. Even Skylar, for the most part, she got a few minutes here and there. But, we saw when when Alanu hit the three-point play, they tacked on this unsportsmanlike conduct, and it turned up being a 5-point play. Dawn threw Chelsea in there with Sue, another ball handler, and threw Big Sil out there, just settled things down real quick. Yeah. Didn't waste any time. So again, that's the advantage they have. We know with their depth, where Dawn has a whole bunch of different tools at her disposal. But again, 25 turnovers is uncalled for, and we'll see how things go. Again, their next game. Again, I believe, I just want to triple check. It's going to be Thursday morning about this time. We'll be talking to you guys against Japan. Ray or Cardell, you had anything else you wanted to add as far as USA versus Nigeria tonight? We move on. Sure. All right. And a quick word, since it's early enough, what we're going to share from Uzanas can apply to today. It is definitely early enough for you guys to get out and do this. Start looking forward to lunch. Free half and half lemonade or iced tea. Monday through Friday, 12 to 4 p.m. with the purchase of $10 or more. Enjoy our lunch specials Monday through Friday between those same times, 12 to 4 p.m. So it's a good day. It's a great week. It's always a good time to get over to Oohs and Ahs. 2 locations to choose from, U Street and Georgia Avenue. And just a reminder, Thursday night, on the NBA side of things, we having our pretty much almost annual now NBA draft special at Oohs and Ahs. So we look forward to seeing you guys then. And then definitely see you guys, tomorrow morning at the same time, because the men will be playing their second group stage game. They'll be playing Iran. So you guys have a great evening. For Cardell, Ray, and myself, we will see you guys in about 24 hours.